Nashville
Going to Nashville.
for Jimmy Carter.
Jimmy Carter.
Stand by.
Good Lord.
Is this the boss?
Hey, Jimmy.
How's the boss doing today?
We're doing fine today. How are you in Nashville?
Well, it's the weather's crazy.
Crazy.
Warm 1 minute and hot the next, but we're
Uh-oh.
all right.
Uh-oh.
You know, I was looking this movie. Yeah, I'd love to see the casting calls for what they're looking for Morgan Freeman. You're either going to play God, or you're a boss, or you're a voice of the Penguins, or something. They've got you doing just about everything these days.
Thank heavens.
How do you decide what you're going to do? I mean, is it just work out what fits your schedule, or, I mean, these are so uniquely written for you.
No, they're not uniquely written for me. I hope not. Boy, you can't. That's hard to do. There are different criteria involved in the job. Let's say you've got 3, 4 possibilities, and they're all going to go pretty much within the same 4-week period of each other. So you don't really have to choose. It sort of works itself out. A lot of movies that are going to go don't go for a lot of different reasons. Sometimes you will wait 6, 7, 8 months for a script to materialize. It doesn't materialize, although it's posted somewhere publicly that you're going to be doing it. But it's ephemeral until they say roll film. So you get a job. If it's going to go right now and you know it's going to go right now, then that's the job you're going to be doing.
When you look at a movie script and read the whole thing, I mean, some things probably sound better than others. Do the movies usually turn out like you think they're going to?
Usually, yeah. There are a few times when they don't. They're better or they fall short. But in the main, they'll come out the way you sort of envisioned them. Hopefully. I've been very lucky in that regard. A lot of the movies that I've done have improved over even on my projection of what they were going to be.
You know, certain directors, they're all so different. I guess it's like working with different actors, but I guess the first little bit, you got to figure out how that guy or that girl works, don't you?
Yeah, that is very, but it's great to work with somebody that you worked with before. And yeah, with new ones, you sort of stand back and watch and listen and learn, because that certainly takes a lot of stress out of working when you get an idea of how a person is working, what they need.
I was talking to Sam Jackson about this, and there's several different schools of thought. There's Eastwood and Clint, and I was thinking about Steve McQueen and some of the others. They didn't like to have long pages of dialogue. They thought a little bit less was more. What's your feeling on that? Do you like to have long speeches?
It doesn't really matter. It depends on the writing. Sometimes you will ask that dialogue be cut way back because what I say, and I borrowed it from somebody, is never say what you can show in a movie. So if you can show it, if you can say that you can show it, then you don't need to say it. You're beating the audience over the head with the obvious.
This movie seemed like there was a lot of wit in it. I like the tone and how, I don't know how it would read, but it sure looked good when you put it in a movie.
No, it does. It reads very well. And here's a situation where if you've got long pages of dialogue, you've got it because it's witty. And it makes sense to do it. I don't mind long pages of dialogue. I mean, I'm from the stage, so memorizing a 3-act play was what you're used to doing. So it's not about the dialogue, it's about the quality of it.
Some almost theatrical, very play-like scenes in this movie, weren't there?
Oh yeah, there were quite a number of them.
And it feels like it was kind of, I like the fact it was a little, real bright, but sometimes in film, it's not like the play. You're doing it and they're pointing in one direction, then you got to do it while they point in the other direction.
Yeah.
That gets a little crazy.
Yeah. Well, you have to do that anyway, but sometimes they'll just set a tableau for you and you just do it just like a play, like you just said. These are fun, and it's a way to make movies, I think, that is very cost effective.
Before we go, how's Mississippi doing? It sounds like, I know a concert's going to happen in Biloxi, so that's a good thing. I know some people that are going to one in July. Are things getting better, or are they still screwed up?
Yeah, in Mississippi, they're getting better. Of course, we haven't completely rebuilt the coast, but we're working on it, and it's coming along quite nicely. We don't have the infrastructure problems that they have in New Orleans. We're not below sea level. We don't have levees we have to be concerned with. So we're busy salvaging all the houses that can be salvaged, and then we're going to start rebuilding.
All right, sir. We'll see you soon. Good luck.
All right. Thank you very much, Jimmy.